What's good? What's good? What is good? Good evening, everyone. This is DJ's Raw and Cut Truth, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. I see some people in the chat already. We got Thunder in the building. What's good, my brother? Peace and blessings. We have Quell Davis. He said, "What's up, DJ Raw Truth fam? The original. Let them know. Let them know." We got the brother Jaheim Nesbitt in the building. He said, "What's good? Raw Truth." Thank you, my brother. Sean Bless is in the building. Raw Truthers, we here. Make sure you share the video through all social media platforms. Like, and let's tune in. This video is called Lamelo'S Motivation. We're about to get really real around here. Shout out to HL Kid for also being on the chat. Let everyone know, let a friend know, let a foe know, let them all know. It's like church. Everyone is welcome. All is welcome. But I want to play a clip of a shine named Hassan Minaj. For those who remember him, remember the time when he said LaMelo wouldn't make it. I'm going to play that clip for you all.
We're honoring the regular season. Doesn't it feel so long ago? In the past 2 months, AD got traded, Zion went first, and Lamelo Ball got shipped to boarding school in Australia. I can say that joke. Neither of us will ever make the NBA. But let's get to this award. Let's focus.
All right, enough with that crap. So I'm looking at the video right now. You see Luka laughing in the background. You see Rick Carlisle laughing at the LaMelo joke in the background. And little did they know that LaMelo Ball was going to become the player that he is now. Shout out to the CFL podcast. If you want swag information, subscribe to his channel. He said, dude was a clown for joking on a teenager. Facts. LaMelo was a teenager. He was just trying to make it to the NBA. He was just trying to make a name for himself. He was doubted on. And what's really bad about this whole thing, people were lying to themselves. They were saying things that LaMelo was handed everything to him, that he was a privileged kid that didn't work hard. They lied to everybody to sell a narrative. Old media did this. They did it because they knew that LaMelo Ball would be the one out of all the Ball brothers to take the family name to another level. Puma deal worth $100 million. Private jet. Rookie of the year. These are countless accomplishments LaMelo Ball has done. Don't forget, LaMelo also has donated and started some schools. He has a prep academy in North Carolina. Him and Jermaine started. They don't want to talk about that. Sometimes you get this information on Instagram. They don't want to talk about it on ESPN. But I assure you, if something goes wrong with LaMelo, ESPN will be the first news station to report it. That's their MO. ESPN is nothing but a buffoon network that tries to get clicks for reactions. People sell their soul to work for ESPN. And if you're a smart brother or sister and you make enough bag, you're working at ESPN, I advise you to save your money, start a podcast, and do it organically. Because what have I always said? Clout is a drug. And today's media is different because they're addicted to clout. That's all they know. They're trying to be like Stephen A. Smith, every single one of them. They're trying to be someone that they're not. That they will sell their soul for a newspaper clip, for a quick reaction. But Hassan, he must have thought he was the funniest comedian. He must have thought he was Cat Williams. He must have thought he was the legendary Bernie Mac. But what he showed himself to be was a chump. You must think you're something, huh, Hassan? That you would make fun of a teenager more so than adults. If you looked at the whole clip, he tried to throw a jab at James Harden. He tried to throw a jab of other NBA players. But when it came to Lamelo Ball, he made sure that joke was personal. Another thing I want to show you all. You all are going to laugh at this. You all are going to laugh at this. You guys like rankings, right? Raise your hand if you like rankings. Shout out to Blunt Dog. He said, peace, brothers. DJ, Sean Bless, HL Kid, and everyone in the chat. Peace and love to you, my brother. HL Kid said he remembered that. Everybody showing love. HL Kid says, DJ, right, DJ, they don't show Melo no love. They don't want to show him no love. Because remember, he was supposed to be the Ball brother that didn't make it. Remember the narratives that they made, not only Ball and the family, but old media, that LaMelo was a hothead that didn't listen to coaches? That was a lie. So they rather listen to an arrogant overseas coach named Coach Seskis, who was politicking in Europe, who didn't give LaMelo minutes, who wanted to stunt his growth. They wanted to listen to that one guy instead of the American coaches who coached him. No matter what I said against James Borrego, you don't see James Borrego saying this is a bad kid, he's not coachable. None of that. It was a lie. But again, what did I say? They will sell their soul for clips. So here's the 2019 high school rankings. Y'all see it? Y'all see it. Number one, they had James Wiseman. James Wiseman is trying to find his way in the NBA. He's a finesse big that doesn't play tough. Cole Anthony, solid rookie year. Not a star, but solid rookie year. Isaiah Stewart, good year. Anthony Edwards could have been rookie of the year, had a great season. RJ Hampton, good backup role. Vernon Carey, horrible defense. Jaden McDaniels, solid year with the Timberwolves. Josh Green, non-existent. Nico Mannion, I think he's playing overseas right now. He was drafted, number 60th in the 2020 draft? Scotty Lewis, he was just drafted and trying to find his way on the Hornets roster. Matthew Hurt, non-existent. Khalil Whitney, undrafted. Tyrese Maxey, solid role player for the Sixers. Jeremiah Robinson Earl, to be determined. Brian Antoine, to be determined. Isaiah Mobley, still at USC. Precious Achiuwa, Toronto Raptors, kind of starting, kind of not starting, to depend on the lineup. Armando Bacot, journeyman. Trenton Walford, journeyman. Onyeka Okongwu was hurt last season. And Kenny McKinney says, yo, you see this? Onyeka Okongwu, big fan of his. I think he'll have a good year for Atlanta, but he's backing up Clint Capella and LaMelo Ball. They had the nerve to put LaMelo Ball number 21. Number 21 in the class. Now, when we were telling the scouts that they were wrong for putting LaMelo number 21, remember they called us fanboys. Remember that? That we didn't know what we were talking about. We pointed out stats. LaMelo almost averaged a triple-double, and he was sharing the ball. He was sharing the ball because he just came from the JBA International Tour, and LaMelo was tired. He had dead legs. So what was the smart thing to do? Pass the ball a lot. And that was good for him to get energy. He played year-round. He played the JBA and then the JBA USA Tour, and he come right back around to play high school basketball. That's a lot of basketball. That is a ton of basketball. Shout out to the brother Aquarian Warrior. He said, burn ESPN credibility to the ground. They have no credibility, brother. The ESPN are a bunch of sharks. This was a personal ranking. This is very personal. Did you know? Because I watched the rankings closely, and you could talk to any content creator, and they'll vouch for this. Now, what I showed you was the final ranking. Remember, LaMelo was number 7 or 8 on the ESPN ranking mid-season, and then they dropped him to 21. They dropped him to 21. Anthony Edwards is the only one on that out of that top 20 list that is like right there with LaMelo Ball. Like, he's gonna make great impact in this league. Everybody else, good play. They're either good players or role players or journeymen. And the nerve of them to put Nico Mannion above LaMelo Ball. That's when I knew it was a farce. Sean Bless said that's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy, man. It is definitely crazy. I don't know why people do what they these rankings, man. These rankings. When I saw this years ago, 2 years ago, I knew this would motivate LaMelo Ball. You think these kids don't look at these rankings? If you listen to a young athlete and they say they don't look at rankings, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. They look at the rankings. They pay attention to this. Yeah, Blunt Dog, they had Nico over LaMelo, man. I'm gonna take it back to it. They had Nico. As you see, LaMelo's number 21, Nico Mannion number 9. What a joke of a ranking. An absolute joke. But this is what some of y'all look into information wise as being the go-to everything of high school evaluation. ESPN has become the Bible to some of these shines. It has become the manual to tally evaluate it. But I knew their game. I knew it from the jump. So I'm gonna drop a link so we can have people on the panel. I'm off today, so I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do a bull stream for the Zoes in the chat. Just drop the link. So if you're a fan of Lonzo Ball, hit up the stream. The CFL podcast says, sad thing is the so-called scout probably still has a job screwing these kids over. That's what they do. Now, I know this video is about LaMelo Ball, but I'm going to give you an example. There were a couple of kids who were ranked either a 3-star, 4-star, not a 5-star, but 3-star, 4-star, 2-star. They would commit to an HBCU. All of a sudden, their ranking goes down. They'll have an 87 overall score, drop down to 83 or 82 overall score if they're a 4-star. Matter of fact, they did that to Shadir. I'm sure if Shadir Sanders would have committed to Alabama or Florida or any of those schools, Florida State, that wouldn't have happened. But that's the politics we talk about. that goes around these scouting, these quote unquote scouting departments. They're too personal. And then all of a sudden they want to act like they know everything, that they got all the answers. In reality, they don't have all the answers. They're looking for answers just like we are. But they hide over this facade called ESPN. Theo B says, Nico Mania's dad played for the Warriors. They always did him a favor. No, they did him a favor. Yeah, they did. Sean Bless said, I hope Zoe gets 12 assists tonight. It depends how many minutes he gets, but with those weapons, Lonzo should average double-digit assists this season. H.O. Kiss says, okay, we get some DJ show today for sure. Raw truth, no doubt. No doubt. Thunder says Shaq youngest going to HBCU, and it's like they forgot to update his ranking. They did that on purpose, bro. See, when a kid choose a different path, they want to take the ranking away, and they want to make an example out of him because he didn't choose a college they want to, or the direction they want him to be. They do this all the time, and they wonder why. I'm so excited for Lamelo Ball this season because in my opinion, I still feel like he sees himself as the high schooler that was being overlooked mentally. And that when he plays every night, it's a fire in him. It's a fire in him. Because he knows what it's like to be doubted. Saying that he's failed his family. Remember that? That he's the problem child. That he's embarrassing his father. But they didn't tell the truth of the situation. Remember that situation where LaMelo slapped that Lithuanian player? And the camera showed that LeVar was mad. The truth is, LeVar was actually not mad. That's just reality TV. And you know how that goes. Actually, LeVar was proud of him. LeVar was actually proud of him because he stood up for himself. And he didn't let those European players punk him. Shout out to Smooth Shaw. Kenneth McKinney said they don't want them going to HBCUs and making it a thing. No, they don't want that, man. They want their cash cow to be the same. They want everything the same. They want their money in their hand, and that's what they're trying to do. But yeah, this kid has fire, man. He has fire through it all. I remember looking at social media, and LaMelo won Rookie of the Year. There were some people even in the ball fandom that was discrediting this kid. They were saying things like he had it easier. That's why he was Rookie of the Year. And that Lonzo's journey was tougher. They was trying to compare. And what I would try to educate them on is both Ball brothers, all Ball brothers, have different paths. But it was never easy at all. It was never easy at all. It was never easy. Lonzo Ball went to UCLA. He was a blue chip prospect. and he was a bona fide top 5 pick. When he got to the NBA, he dealt with injuries. He dealt with an inept coach in Fluke Walton, who still hasn't gotten the Kings to the playoffs. And that's when he started to feel that adversity. Lamelo Ball, his journey. He went to Lithuania, played for a narcissist coach from the beginning at 16 years old, that is. At 16 years old, played for a narcissist coach that didn't want to give him minutes. And then LeVar started coaching the team. And then ESPN started to cover every single thing they did in Lithuania. So much so, I know LaMelo had to be annoyed by that. He couldn't be a kid. He couldn't be a teenager. This is why I don't get mad when LaMelo has his fun. When they talk about LaMelo's with this girl, that girl, this stripper, I don't really care. He didn't have his fun when he was a teenager. And now he's living out his fun, as he should. This happens. When you're not able to enjoy being a youngster. And yes, he had money and family had money and got the cars and stuff, but he wasn't able to be a teenager. I remember somebody on Twitter, when I used to use Twitter a while ago, pointed out that LaMelo's goofy in interviews. Why is that a problem? It shouldn't be a problem. He's doing things his way for once. When LaMelo joined Puma, there were folks pointing out that LaMelo was a sellout. That LaMelo let down his family. When the reality is, he helped his family. He helped his family. Think about it. If Lamelo Ball did not go to Australia, if Lamelo Ball did not win Rookie of the Year and did the Puma deal, would you be hearing about the Ball family? Let me know. Let me know. Would you be hearing about the Ball family if LaMelo did not have a good year? Because nothing was going on. They should be thanking him. HL Kid says, right, they all had it hard. It's just Zoe and Melo are the point guard. If Jello was a point guard, he can break through, but because he doesn't control the ball, it's harder for him because they can freeze him out. Finn Lick says LaMelo is a lot less goofy after Australia. He grew up there and just got older. He did mature. Randy Thibodeau says Southern alumni in the house. Love the show. Thank you, my brother. Shout out to Southern University. Hey, man, your team could be a sleeper. Your team could be a sleeper. I'm paying attention to Southern. Kenneth McKinney says, facts, DJ, trust me. He's not going to get caught up with these women. Nah, I don't feel like he's going to be in that PJ Washington type of shit. I think he was raised better than that. PJ Washington, man, he got to stay focused. You got to leave these thoughts alone because they only love you when you got that money, when you got that clout. And what I always say on Raw Truth, you cannot take clout with you at all. You can only go so far with clout. But what are the stats you guys think LaMelo's going to have next season? Y'all let me know. I got 22, 8, and 8. That's my stat line for LaMelo Ball. 22, 8, and 8. Thunder got 22, 6, and 6. Not bad. Now, if LaMelo averages 25 and up, I would not be surprised. Phoenix says 22, 8, and 8 is guaranteed all-star. Yep, let them know. Remember that video I was talking about Lonzo? He got to focus on getting Defensive Player of the Year because all-star is tough to do. That's why, because there's a lot of good point guards in the East. And you know if LaMelo averages 20+, he's going to be an all-star. I mean, he's going to have the votes and he's going to have the stats. Now, Lonzo's going to be on a better team because the Bulls are deep, man. I truly believe if the cards are played right, the Bulls could be a top 3 seed. They just got to have some things swing their way. Kendall McKinney said, facts, DJ, trust me, he's not going to. Oh, I read that. HL Kid says, remember, in Lithuania, they tried to clown them and put that Borak picture up and make jokes. I remember that. But he got the last laugh now. LaMelo got the last laugh. So I ain't really worried about that. The CFL podcast says, question, DJ. I know we're a while away, but when Melo's contract is up with Charlotte, do you think he'll leave? Man, that's a good one. One thing I know about the Ball family, about the Ball brothers, they do things very differently. They're not going to leave no tea leaves, no tracks, no nothing. They're going to, you'll know the last minute before any of us hear what he's going to do. My guess is, I don't know. I'm going to say 50-50. I'm going to give a 50-50 on that. They just got to make sure they do right by Lamelo Ball. And make sure they're not playing with his minutes, not playing with his stats, none of that. Some people say if LiAngelo's not signed, then he'll leave. I don't fully believe that because a lot of teams are doing that. I truly believe they got to make him the face. If he's the face and they're giving him the ball and treating him like the starter he should be, then everything should be fine. All-star year for LaMelo. Oh, it's coming. I saw enough. Last night, LaMelo had, 15 points, a couple assists, couple of rebounds in about just 20 minutes. That's when I knew. And it was effortless. He shot 7 for 13 last night. That's when I knew Lamelo Ball can win can make the All-Star team. That's when I knew. I saw it right there. I said, this shit is easy for LaMelo. This shit is easy for him. He was toying with the Thunder. The only thing that LaMelo Ball did wrong was that I think the intensity wasn't like what I wanted it to be. I know it's preseason, but when you're out there, I want all players to have some type of intensity. Maybe because it's preseason, I don't know. Sean Bless said last year they were trying to fight LaMelo for rebounds. This year they just let him get it like Westbrook. That's the key. Got to get that ego out the way. Now they got Devonte Graham out the way. And speaking of Devonte Graham, hey, Pelican fans, how do y'all like Devonte Graham last night? Man, I ain't trying to joan on the player, but I saw some clippings. He was not shooting well. Devonte was playing horrible last night. But I better not see y'all blame Lonzo when y'all lose games. But here on Raw Truth, man, I may critique Lonzo and be objective. But even I can admit that he was in a terrible situation with the Pelicans. I mean, they have him standing in the corner, no plays ran for him, selfish players. He needed to go to the Bulls. G. Hill thinks that Melo can't make the All-Star in the East. If he averages 22, at least 22 points, 8 assists, 7 to 8 assists, 7 to 8 rebounds, he will make an All-Star team. No matter if you like LaMelo or not, it's common sense. If you got enough fan voting and enough stats, you can be in there. HL Kid says, Lonzo has to play Showtime like Melo did last year. He has to play some type of pizzazz. Necessarily, Lonzo really doesn't have to. Hypothetically, if Lonzo is an all-star, what he would have to do, and this is all hypothetically, he would have to get a ton of assists while having at least, he doesn't have to get 20 points, but he'll have to score 17 to 18 points and double-digit assists and a bunch of rebounds, almost a triple-double. That's what you got to do if you're not getting points. Oh, sorry about that, G Hill. He said, DJ, I meant he could. Okay, I see what you're saying, bro. Blunt Dog says, I just have a feeling Zoe will start out great, but fizzle out later, and Caruso will start closing out games. Man, that'll be a bad ordeal if that actually happens. Oh, it's all good, my brother. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant when I read the second message. Zoe better man up quick and get on his bully because Caruso's a dog. Yeah, Caruso's a dog. And I'm glad they got Caruso. I know some people was mad that the Bulls got Caruso, but look at the whole totality of everything. With Caruso added to the Bulls, this means that Lonzo has to be on his game. He has to be on his game. He cannot have inconsistent games this season. And for those who are Zoes in the chat, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all definitely know what I'm talking about. Them inconsistent games where Lonzo will sometimes be there and not be there. Can't have that, especially with Caruso being on that bench. G. Hill says, I think Lonzo will put 15, 7, and 6. So 1 point improvement. He better have more than that. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I actually like it. CFL Podcast says, I think Melo can make the All-Star game off his star power alone. Facts. You know, can you imagine how many votes he'll get this season? I mean, he's one of the, outside of LeBron and KD, of course, LaMelo's probably one of the most popular NBA players in the league. He got international fame, so he's going to get those votes. What's good, man? HL Kid in the building. What's good, my brother?
How you doing, DJ? How you doing today? Good morning, brother.
Man, I'm doing well, bro. What do you think about this topic, Lamelo's motivation? What type of motivation Lamelo had through his life? What motivated him to be at this point right now, in your opinion?
I feel like his motivation right now today is the fact that they didn't let his brother play on his team when they know they should. So he finna show them that them Ball brothers is the truth. He finna show them that he an all-star this year. He know he gotta show out to get his brother on the team. So he gonna have to really show out this year.
And one point you made is show out to get his brother on the team. As you know, when you have the superstar power, when you're a superstar level like Giannis and many others, they were able to get their brothers on the team. Now, to be fair, Giannis's brother had a career overseas,
Right.
had a solid rep. So I don't want to shit on his name, but it helps when your brother's a superstar, and LaMelo's trying to work towards that. But I want to bring it back to high school when he was younger. Because what everybody seeing LaMelo back then was a playful kid that just joked around. But what do you think changed for the better?
I think being up under Jermaine Jackson, you remember Jermaine Jackson had that conversation with him sitting at the table. He said, "The young dog ready to play, young dog ready to go." He said, "Can you be the leader of the team? Can you be the coach on the field?" And Melo said, "Yeah, I'm ready." And I think that right there, you know what I'm saying, with Jermaine Jackson having that confidence behind him and having some NBA experience, that brung him up real fast. That got him really ready quick.
And a shout out to Jermaine Jackson, man. I always tell myself he came into LaMelo's life at the right time.
Right,
And shout out to LeVar for trusting Jermaine Jackson and knowing that it could be a good help for him.
right.
And,
I know a lot of people like to bash the situation with, I'm not gonna say his name or whatnot, but we got to remember that he brung Jermaine Jackson to the table.
yep.
Without that guy, Jermaine Jackson wouldn't be in this situation. So LeVar had to trust that guy enough to trust Jermaine Jackson. You understand?
Mm-hmm. And shout out to Shanker. What's good, my brother? Shout out to the OG Ant Learn. He said, "What's good in here? What's up, DJ? What's up, kid? Peace and blessings, brother."
What up, and learn.
I know this is a little bit off topic, but on topic because it's ball related. I was talking about Caruso and and the Bulls and Lonzo Ball. I think it's a great thing to have Caruso on the Bulls to put a fire in Lonzo to be consistent. All Lonzo has to do is be consistent,
Right.
and he's good to go. That's his weakness is himself. I feel. I
Yeah,
don't think
yeah.
it's anybody else.
Mental. It's his mental. But like I was saying earlier, DJ, I feel like the East has a lot of decent point guards. But what
Right.
makes Melo stand out is the way he passed, the way he plays with that Magic Johnson flair. That's what makes him look so good above everyone else. Lonzo has that same type of game, but he has to play with it this year. He has to play. His passes got to be nice, extraordinary. Some shit we just like, oh my God, did you see that? You know what I mean? We know he could throw the long bomb, but we got to see some behind the back passes, some Jason Kidd style. You know what I mean? That will put him in that all-star talk.
Hmm.
I know he could do it. I feel like him and Melo should be the two East point guards. Like there's nobody in the East better than them two if
I
they
had
play
to
the
I
game.
had to say Kyrie. I know the pandemic. I mean the vaccine thing is gaining traction for him, but I got to say Kyrie and wait a minute, and Trey Young. You got to put Trey Young in there because
Yeah,
he's gonna have a
you
bunch of
got to
points.
remember last year Melo mixed Trey Young every time he played him.
That is true.
Melo has Trey Young's number, so I don't even look at Trey Young as a better point guard than Melo. I could dig Kyrie, but he got so much going on that it's like, will he even be able to play? Like is he gonna stand on his square or he gonna get back in the game and play? I can't put no stock into him.
Now the question, kid, is the Hornets are gonna allow LaMelo to play like uh, Trey Young to get the touches and the usage rate like Trey Young? Because I know Trey Young, even though what we're stating is facts, because the head to heads, LaMelo always had an advantage over Trey when they played against each other. Matter of fact, he wakes up for those games. Like his
Yeah,
intensity is like turned up when he plays Trey Young.
yeah,
And,
for
and
sure.
maybe it's because they played in that Rico Hines, you know, practices. So they know their games. Uh,
Yeah,
Finlick says the difference between Melo and Zoe is infectious confidence. That is true. Now we want Zoe to do well. We all do. But we have always stated that Zoe got to get away from that. You know how these players are. What if I mess up? What if I ain't making threes? What if I'm not? You got to mix your game. It's all mental for Zoe.
right.
Look at the body language when he misses threes. I don't want to. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see no head down. I don't want to see nothing. Woe is me. Look at LaMelo when he misses threes. He's like, okay, what he does next? Floaters,
Yeah,
getting creative, getting to the basket. That's what I want to see from Zoe. But HL, you see this comment right here from Finlix? He says, not just stats. It's body language, leadership, and swagger. That's all we
exactly,
want to see from Zoe.
exactly. We need that ZO2 Zo from that first year swagger.
Right.
That Laker first year when he felt like he was the man.
Mm-hmm.
Summer league Zo.
Oh, no doubt. Thunder says Melo don't have Trae Young numbers. We stated that. Trae Young has more usage rate. He has a coach, Nate McMillan, who's 100% bought into Trae Young. So Trae can do whatever he wants in Atlanta. In
Right.
the Hornets, LaMelo should have a more usage rate, but is the head coach fully in line with LaMelo, knowing that he's the face of that team? That's the question. And we're going to see in the regular season.
Yeah.
We're
I
really
think
going to
Borrego,
see.
I think Borrego done bit the apple, the mellow apple. He ready to go.
I hope so.
He know his job is depending on it.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
He called Phil Jackson, was like, Phil, what did you do when you had them superstars? Phil said, man, I just let them play. Shit, I left them alone.
You ain't lying about that, man. And shout out to Phil Jackson, man. There will never be another Phil Jackson, I tell you.
Right.
He made shit simple.
Borrego going off this Popovich type style play. You know, Popovich, he didn't like stars. He wanted subpar players that played the role of what he, what the positions was.
Yeah, I knew something was suspect about Borrego when he was trying to compare LaMelo to uh, Tony, not Tony Parker, but Manu Ginobili. Didn't even say Tony Parker, said Manu Ginobili.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, you don't want LaMelo to be that. You want LaMelo to be LaMelo. You want him to be a wild card. You want him to be just sporadic and just off the chain. That's the best LaMelo. When you don't
That's
even expect what's coming.
when you let him be himself. Let him be free minded and go. When they running, that's when his mind is expanding. He ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Shanker says Lonzo looks comfortable so far. Having a coach that believes in him is a big difference. Yeah, Billy Donovan, he seemed, and we'll see when the season starts. He seems to believe in Lonzo. That goes a long way. And we just got to see what happens. But
With the
Lonzo
piece,
just got to. What you said?
I was saying with the pieces Lonzo got, he should be just right in this position right now. There should be no excuses. So it's like after the end of this year, if Lonzo is the same Lonzo from the Pelicans, we can't be hyping him up no more. We gotta
Facts.
take it as what it is.
Yeah. This is the perfect team for Lonzo. If Lonzo, if he's not turning up this season with the weapons they have for the Bulls, it will be a big disappointment. And here at Raw Truth, I won't make excuses. The Pope won't make excuses. And you definitely know the OG coach Joe would not make excuses this season if Lonzo does not perform to his talent.
Right.
If you have a coach that bought in and the players that fit his game, like Rare Family said, no more excuses for Zoe. It's time to work. It is time to work.
Today is the day where he's supposed to show us all that he's excited, that he's coming with some flair. You know what I mean? With some, he should be really, really high energy today because it's all new. You know what I mean? And we supposed to see that today. It shouldn't be no, dribbling up the ball slow
Right.
and
Waiting for others to to come in and make a play. No, you make a play. You're just
Right.
as good.
And I
See,
hope he don't let. I hope he don't lean on DeMar the whole. I feel like he gonna try to lean on DeMar to control
oh
the pace
boy,
of the ball most of the time.
that better not happen.
I hope it don't. I hope DeMar don't let him. I want DeMar to be the big brother that push him to be the star. Like, bro, you gonna have to step it up.
Yeah, you gotta take that shot, bro. I mean, I'm getting double team, triple team. You better take that shot.
Right. And I know with DeMar coming from Compton, he got that undertone leadership that he don't have to say much,
Right.
but everybody else gonna fall under him. But I want him to push it off on Lonzo, like, bro, I'm the star, but I want you to step up and be the star. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's gonna happen though with them three boys, with Levine, DeMar, and Zoe. Them all Cali boys, they're gonna have
Right.
this kind of common mindset that is, they got that dog mentality when they get together.
And that's the one thing about California that in athletics that I appreciate. I'm from Texas, but you can ask anybody in Texas. California is so deep in talent, mainly because it's the self confidence. They don't have to really vocalize it. They know they're good. They arise at every challenge, and that's why they produce so much pros. No matter if it's basketball, football, track, California is really a talented state. And I'm
Right.
not. And shout out to Call Me Fahu, who said Melo versus Jaw next game next on Thursday. Expect the show. Yeah, I expect the show.
Hmm.
What do you think about John Morant? John Morant saying he's top 5 right now in the NBA.
Yeah, I think John Morant in his class and these young kids coming up, he's top three in these the
No, he
younger
said
generation.
he said top 5 in all of the NBA.
Wow, I
I
can't
don't.
say that right now.
Nah,
Nah. But his generation, the younger cats, this third generation is coming around. I would say he's top three of them.
you're right. I could go with that.
I like John Moran a lot.
Yeah, he is a dog, man. Shanker, you're definitely right. John Moran is a victim of a small market. If he was playing in Los Angeles, New York, Miami, those places, I mean, John Morant would be boosted up by the
Yeah,
market.
that team, it's not gonna ever do nothing. I don't know if he's gonna get out of there or not, but he end up like Dame Dollar over there in Portland if he stay there.
Man, you don't want to end up like him.
Nah.
Great player, but man,
Yeah.
it just
And I don't think Dame gonna ever leave because his whole family moved to Portland. So I think because of that, he's gonna stay there.
and the sad part about it, he thinks he can win it all by himself, and I commend that. I respect that. It's just that looking at the West, you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to do that.
Nah, not with them not getting him pieces. They getting him old leftovers and stuff. That ain't doing nothing to help him. I'm like,
A bunch
who
of upper
these?
room.
Yeah, on their way out or already been out the league type cats. It's like y'all not even
Man,
trying to help this dude.
beyond the upper room, man. They in the stratosphere, man.
Yeah,
They
they definitely in the upper
they on
room.
their last legs, man. They
Yeah.
they in the upper room when Jesus comes. They in that.
They
They in
need
that.
to trade McCullough because they team I mean they good together, but you can see it's not going nowhere. So you need to trade McCullough while you can get some stock out of him and get you some kind of superstar to go aside him, or at least a star.
Man, they gotta do something, man.
And they went and got your boy from Charlotte last year, the center. I'm
Is
like,
it?
oh man, they going
Oh,
backwards.
Coach Joe be calling him Lurch.
Yeah.
Hey, did you pay attention to that joke I was saying about the Charlotte Hornets being cheap? Guess what I called them?
I remember I heard you.
The Charlotte Hornets are the flea market
The flea
of the
market, yeah,
NBA.
I remember.
You know, you need a top of the line table, but you go to the flea market, get you a raggedy one. You know, you could clean it up and stuff and save
Clean
the
it up.
money and the cost. That's the Charlotte Hornets. They
Hey,
know.
I ain't not trying to be racist or nothing, but we used to have this joke in Cali where, somebody try to sell you some bullshit. We be like, man, sell that shit to the Mexicans. We ain't buying. The Mexicans will take
Oh
anything and fix it up and make it nice again. We
man,
like, nigga, sell that shit to the Mexicans, nigga. We ain't buying. Shout out to my
shout out.
Mexican brothers, though. I ain't trying to be racist or nothing. It was just a little joke in Cali we used
Yeah,
to use.
yeah, man.
I love my Mexican brothers, for real.
Hey man, I tell you one thing about Mexican people, man. You can always count on them. I get that phone number. Like, man, my sink is just messed up. They'll come right there and know how to fix it.
Right.
You can always count on them, man. Fenlick said that's a compliment to Mexicans. Yeah, it is. Man, that is a compliment. Knowing how to fix things, I mean, that's a skill. That's always
That's take care of business.
that's self-employment right there. Are you still there? I think he out. Yeah, his mic was gone. Thunder says Damian Lillard got to deal with Cody Zeller now. Oh boy, he gonna be yelling at him because when he see Lurch just dropping the ball and having the butterfingers, man, he gonna have a fit. He like, man, what did I sign myself up to, man? I got a bunch of these upper room motherfuckers on my team. Damian Lillard gonna have a Damian Lillard gonna have a problem. Like for real. Damian Lillard like, man, all these bargain basement deals y'all doing, y'all giving me lurch, man. This dude can't even catch a frisbee. Dude can't even catch anything. Got hands made out of bricks. Oh, it's all good, HL, man. You always welcome, my brother. You always welcome. Man, y'all going to these comments. We got almost 50 people in the chat. Make sure there's 50 likes. Share the video, share the video, share the video, share the video. Raw truth. Cat Prince says, man, DJ, you know who about to have a problem. New Orleans with Tay-Bay. Oh, man. Oh, man. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a little treat for y'all. I'm going to do a little treat for y'all. I'm going to play the remember that spoof I made with Devonte Graham and what to call it? James Borrego. This is gonna be funny. Let me find it first. I gotta find it first. Reach me. Blunt Dog says, "Oh Lord." Hey, they can't blame Zoe now. They can't blame him now, man. This is what the New Orleans Pelicans are doing right now. This is what they're doing. After the game, after they lost, they were like, we lost that game because of Zoe. He's the one that ruined it. And then the GM had to remind him he's not on the team. He's still on the team. Zoe's the reason why we lost the game. No, Devonte Graham is the reason why they lost. No, we still have Zoe on the team. He was causing turnovers. He had 15 turnovers. Zoe's not on the team anymore. Well, they losing their mind out there, man. I'm trying to find that video. Okay. Watch, this is a classic, man. This is a classic video. This is the old DJ Raw and Cut Truth. Let me see if it can load up. Y'all remember that video I made? The Devonte Graham spoof. Theater mode. All right. We're going to have some good laughs today. So I'm about to play the classic Devonte Graham spoof that I made a while back. It's called James Borrego, Lamelo Ball Won't Get Me in This Spoof, Tebe Rose. Y'all see it? Okay, I'm going to play it. Hello, this is James Borrego, who's speaking. Hi, James Borrego. This is Daryl from the Charlotte Informer. I have some questions for you. Do you have time? Oh, absolutely. I got to prepare for the zone. We have a tough slew of games approaching, and I got to find ways to give Devonte Graham some minutes. Oh, okay. JB, is that correct? Yeah, you can call me that. Well, James, Devonte Graham is getting a lot of minutes. A lot of minutes? He's not getting enough minutes. No, JB. He's getting more minutes than key reserves. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. That's by design. We are trying to develop LaMelo into our process and our culture, a culture of winning, a tradition of potential champions. James Borrego, is that correct? Yes. The Charlotte Hornets organization, from the Charlotte Hornets and the Bobcats, have only been to the playoffs 2 times in a decade. You do know that, right? Oh, I'm very aware. But see, I came from the Spurs coaching tree of the great Greg Popovich. So I have say-so on how this team is operating. Okay, JB. But you have never been a winning coach in the NBA. I'm not trying to be mean, but you are below 500. Well, that's not fair. Michael Jordan is the owner. That's why my record is this bad. He has never been a good owner. 2006. And Daryl, is that correct? Yes, sir. This is an A and B conversation, so hopefully you take that part out. But it's really because of Michael Jordan. He has never been a winner in the NBA. Oh, I get that, JB, but you haven't earned your stripes. That's what the fans are saying, and I'm not trying to be difficult with these questions, but these questions were given to me by the fans of the Charlotte Hornets. You do realize that, right? Yes, I'm very aware. Okay, let me ask you some more questions. So, James, I just looked at this stat right here. You see it, right? Oh, I see it just fine. Do you see something wrong here? That we have some losses and we're on the losing streak? No, James. That's the obvious. If you look hard enough, when Lamelo Ball plays almost 30 minutes a game, you know your team has a higher win percentage. Just pointing that out. Why are you guys not taking advantage of analytics? Well, Daryl, let me be quite frank with you. I am the analytics. Everything I run is in my brain. So everything we run for our team comes from my noggin. I'm going to give Devonte Graham, my little Tebe, all the minutes he can ask for. All the minutes. So I'm not trying to acquiesce to Lamelo Ball. He's a rookie. I don't care if Lamelo has 5 million plus Instagram followers or that he has $100 million shoe deal. He doesn't control ish in the Hornets organization.
Coach
And I'm
Joe.
going to keep it as that. Well, good point, Coach.
Hey,
but
DJ, can you hear me?
you
Yeah,
can't
I was
ignore.
playing some of that. I was playing some of that. Devonte Graham spoof that I made. Remember that, Coach Joe? Wait till you get back on. I'm gonna play the rest of it. Hey, you catch that, Sean Nichols? I am the analytics. He always talking about some
DJ, can you hear me?
analytics crap. I can hear you now. Can you hear me? I'm gonna add you back on, Coach. All right, Coach Joe, can you hear me?
I hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you now. All right. Hey, DJ.
Man, Coach Joe, I was playing the Devonte Graham spoof that I made a while ago. I'm gonna play the rest of it. We're gonna chime in after it, man.
Okay, let me let
For
me see if I can get my headsets in here, DJ, so I can hear you better.
All right, we'll do.
Let me see if it'll work if I can get it on.
AB the Hero said cringe, man.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me, DJ?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Shucks. Can I hear you, DJ? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, great. All right. Now I can hear you. I got my headsets and they working. I can hear you. Test. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. How you doing there?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm blessed, highly favored. I'm off today, so I'm gonna be doing some live streams.
Can't wait for the game today.
Yep.
5:00. We're gonna be doing the game.
The Zoes in the building. The Zoes in the building, man. How
Yep,
are you doing? Matter of
Zoe
fact,
gonna
how
be
are
in the
you
building.
doing, Coach Joe?
I'm doing great. I just got off the Popes a little bit, and I didn't realize you was doing one. And
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, so when I saw this, you sent me the thing, the text. I said, let me get over. I told Pope I got to get over to DJs. So I had to get over back over to Raw Truth and DJ's Raw and Cut Truth. So hey, I'm back over here, and I am excited. I am so happy. Our boy put on a show yesterday, and a little bit of time he got in showed his dominance, showed that the team is behind him, and man, it's just looks like he might be on that MVP trek.
Man, he's motivated, man. Like the video states, Lamelo'S Motivation. I played a clip, Coach Joe, of Hassan Majimi, whatever his name is, Aladdin, whatever his damn name is, making fun of Lamelo Ball, talking about he would never get drafted, yada yada yada. And these young kids, they remember all the doubt, the despair. They remember that shit. They remember. I showed the ranking. They had a couple of point guards above Lamelo Ball. They had Nico Mannion above him, who's a journeyman that's playing overseas. Couldn't hack it with the Warriors. James Robinson Earl, role player. Brian Antoine, role player. R.J. Hampton, athletic, solid player, but ain't LaMelo.
Off the
Role
bench,
player.
off the bench player,
Off the
role player.
bench. A bunch of players off the bench. The only player on that list, because remember, LaMelo's ranked 21st, was Anthony Edwards. That was about it.
Wow. And where was he ranked?
He was ranked number 4. He should have been ranked
Wow.
higher than that.
Who was ranked 1?
You're gonna like this one. The great James Wiseman.
Ah.
Shout out to AB the hero. He represents that raw truth. Peace and
Hey,
blessings.
what's up, AB? How you doing there, AB? What's going on? There's Jay. Here's my boy HL Kid. What's going on there, Von T? I see Von T. Look at all these familiar faces in here. It's good to see all the family in the chat here. How you doing, AB? What's going on? What's up? What's up, HL Kid? How y'all doing? Yes, indeedy.
I was looking at the list. I said, man, that was personal.
Mm-hmm.
That was personal.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of these talent evaluators, they hold a grudge, and they don't even do it right.
Facts.
They hated this kid so long, man.
Yep. Check this out, DJ. I want to tell you this. I ran into an old coaching friend of mine yesterday. A brother that been working out players. I mean, you could name so many people you can name that he has some hand in. His name is Coach Dart. And so I hadn't seen him in a long time. So in a minute. So we ran into each other yesterday, and I asked him. I said, Coach, tell me. I want your honest opinion. Tell me about Jello. Is Jello good enough to play in the NBA? And he straight up told me. He said, Coach, let me tell you, yes, he is. He just has got to wait his turn. I said, so that's just I was like, yeah, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jello.
Thank you, Sean Bless. Appreciate you. Von T. I see y'all.
Mark Kearse was good, my brother. Peace and blessings.
Yes, indeedy.
AB told you, said, loving the show, Coach.
Oh, no, thanks for that. AB. Yeah, AB, you know how we feel about you over here, Raw Truth. You know how we feel about you. McCready Daniels, we over here together now. We was over the other one. Now we back over here in the home, back at home.
Man, I just that raw truth. It makes it's just raw truth.
Mm-hmm.
There's power in words, my brother.
Let me tell you something I saw last night in that last night's game, DJ. That really I felt good about. I just saw the future backcourt of the Charlotte Hornets last night, and I'm happy to say and report that I think they're gonna be in great shape.
Yes,
because I'm gonna tell you something. That young Book Knight, man, oh man, I like a lot of stuff about that Book Knight. I'm telling you, family, he gave me AI vibes when I saw his interview. DJ, I called you and told you about it, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I was like, man, listening to him talk, I'm like, this kid's reminding me of AI. And then for him to come out on the floor yesterday, DJ, let me tell you one of the highlights of the game yesterday for me. There was a second half, I think it was second half. Book Knight took one of them long Steph Curry threes, right? He missed it. And JB called him over to tell him to pass it, to swing it. The next time down, he took it again. he took the ball to the basket again. It's like, dude, I'm the player. And then in JB in his press conference was talking about how confident he is and how he likes his confidence and his aggressiveness and yada yada yada. Because Book Knight was just letting him know, dude, I got to get out here and play. I like that. I'm gonna tell you, in 2 years, it's gonna be him and Melo in the backcourt.
I'm really happy for Book Knight. During the season, Book Knight was chastised a bit because of the summer league performance.
Yep.
So I was rooting for him. Any young player who was getting counted out against, I tend to root for them. Like Thunder says, New York Hoopers have that vibe.
Facts.
He got that New York state of mind, brother.
That's right. Facts. I mean, I like Book Knight, man. DJ, I'm telling you, family, if y'all haven't gone and seen that impromptu dunk contest that Book Knight and Kai Jones put on at the end of the summer camp, What is it, training camp? Man, I had no idea DJ Book Night could get up like that so effortlessly. That boy got hops. Okay, guess what? Right now in California, over here where Coach is, I'm feeling a little earthquake happening.
Oh, I'm praying you're okay, brother.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's just a little shaker. I can feel it. A little shaker right now.
Sean Bless says, I want to see Lamelo and Book Knight get more minutes together. I'd like to see a preview of that of the future.
Absolutely. Miles Bridges on the record last night said at the end of doing his presser that Melo is a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we talking about, And I'm gonna tell you something, family. If the big three for Charlotte ends up being Melo, Terry, and Miles, I think they're gonna take the next step. DJ, did I tell you that I heard Gordon say in a presser that the Hornets are gonna be better this year because they play fast pace.
Yeah,
They get up and down. Can you believe that he said that?
Man, the tide is turned. Do they need to check Coach Joe? Do they need to check Gordon Hayward's temperature?
You ain't lying.
Okay? That don't sound like no damn Gordon Hayward, man. That sound like
exactly right.
That sound like Gordon Ramsay. That don't sound like Gordon Hayward. Like, who is this brother, man?
Exactly.
That don't sound like no damn Gordon Hayward right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mister, I want to slow the offense down.
Yep. So when he said that, I was like, "Ooh, listen to that." Because Pope pointed this out that the first person off the bench yesterday, family, was for who? Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Oubre for Gordon. Okay, so JB letting him know. I mean, and Oubre bring totally different set of skill sets than Gordon.
One thing I want to point out, Ish Smith, I think he managed the point guard duties. He didn't try to do too much. Was solid. That's what you need him to do. Be a role player, know your role. The problem last year, there was too many point guards coming off that bench, Devonte, that would, I mean, they think they AI or something, taking all the shots. And
oh, wait a minute, hold on, DJ. What did Tebe do yesterday? They played, right?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Well, I don't think he really did anything but turn over the ball. I'm gonna get Tebe all the minutes.
Okay, so he's passing out turnovers, apple turnovers last night, huh?
Yeah, man. He fed the whole block. He had so many turnovers. He fed the poor. He fed the whole block, Coach Joe. You get a turnover. You get a turnover. You get a turnover.
Exactly. Close your eyes and squint a little bit. You might even hear Oprah saying, and you get a car, and you get a car.
He said, I'm going to feed the whole block.
He going to feed the whole block.
I mean, Devonte Graham, man, he fed he pretty much fed the whole city of Minnesota.
Wow.
By how many turnovers he.
Wow.
Hey, you know what? You can't blame Zoe.
Can't blame Zoe. That's right.
They was looking for Zoe. Those beat riders.
Yeah,
the Pelicans.
Exactly right.
It's like, where's Zoe at so we can blame him?
Exactly. So we can blame Zoe. Exactly right.
For the turnovers he didn't produce.
Exactly.
So Devonte Graham.
Hey, DJ. He left that juju in the locker room, and Devonte sniffed it.
Y'all let this say it might get ugly with the Pelicans. I'm looking at their roster. Think about it. I was looking at Minnesota Timberwolves roster, coach, and the Pelicans. The Timberwolves have a better roster though.
They do.
I'll read the roster. This is the Timberwolves roster. D'Angelo Russell, Carl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, Okogie, McDaniels, the other McDaniels brother. Then on the bench, they got Najee Reed, Michael Beasley, Patrick Beverly. That's going to help.
Heck yeah.
And I'm looking at the Pelicans. And you take Zion, of course, Zion, Brandon Ingram, Devonte Graham.
Wait a minute. Wait, who you said B.I. and Zion. Who else did you say?
Devonte Graham.
What s'mores? Graham crackers and s'mores. What'd you say?
Devonte Graham. Garrett Temple and Herman Gomez.
Oh my stars! You got to be kidding me. That's horrible. Because what you call him got hurt yesterday.
Valanciunas is going to be the starter, but still, that's not going to do anything in the West.
Right. Jackson Hayes got hurt yesterday, I think.
Yeah, he got hurt really bad.
Bad, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, damn. First, he got the police choking him out and tasing him this summer. And then he get hurt on the first preseason game. God dog, he can't catch a damn break. Shit. Sorry to hear that, big fella. Wow. Yeah, so they can't blame Zoe down there no more, huh?
Oh no, they trying.
Shame. They trying. What
they're gonna say? They're gonna say it's Zoe's fault because he left the losing culture. And I must be thinking. I'm like, what? When did New Orleans ever had a winning culture? I know the Saints did, but that's not football.
Well, I can tell you this. I'm concerned about Zion because I saw a picture of him. I hope it was a Photoshop because he looked like he ate somebody. I'm like, come on, man.
You know, I said it on the other show. He's a butter biscuit away from 300 pounds.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. And again, of course, by breaking that foot.
Oh, man.
You know, obviously he couldn't, get around. So that's part of what we see with this weight gain. All of this weight on him. But he got to get this stuff off of him. I'm concerned about Zion. God dog. Man. So what you think Zoe gonna do tonight, DJ?
Coach, I'm laughing at that butter biscuit away from 300.
Exactly.
he probably already did that right now. Oh man. He talking about he 280. You know that little smirk emoji?
Yeah, exactly. 280. Yeah. You 280, all right. That's right. He 280.
If he 280, then I'm 250.
Yeah, and I'm 7 feet. Yeah, I'm worried about Zion.
But what you saying, Coach Joe?
Yeah, I'm worried about Zion. I really am because I like the kid. He's a good kid, and I want to see him do well. But I just can't see. I cannot see him playing at this size. I just cannot see the weight on his lower extremities. I can't get it, especially as high flyer as he is. I can't see it. Don't look like something long term to me. Look like something that's gonna flame out. And I hate that. I hope that's not the case. I mean, because he got to do some other things. He doesn't have. When you think about Zion, his scoring, right? He's not a three-level scorer, so there's no way for him to take the pressure off of himself. All of his baskets are around the basket, and are high-flying baskets. That's problematic. It's very problematic. See, if he had some other stuff to his game, had some other pieces, could score some different levels, and you could mitigate that by him, not having to rely on these other things. But how he gonna score? How he gonna score until his foot gets 100%, so that he can be the explosive, and then he gonna have to lose weight. So this just don't look like a good thing to me. New Orleans look like they just gonna be just looking at the Saints again.
Man, who the hell is the trainers for the Pelicans? Because they ain't really doing their job.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, I think.
Oh, they throwing that alligator meat in there?
Yeah, the Colonel, exactly.
They got Big Mama. They got Big Mama in there. It's like,
That's right.
hey, Zion, baby, get the alligator meat.
Exactly.
Throwing some crawfish in there.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Poe B. Frank. He just had a stream, man. And subscribe to his channel. He said, shout out to the family, Raw Truth. Ain't nothing like it.
What's up, Pope? Yeah, so yeah, Zion is a bit of a worry. I actually saw it was good to see Chauncey Billups on the bench yesterday for Portland. I must admit, last night it warmed my heart to see Chauncey Billups on the bench. Also, it was very good to see Clay on the bench in uniform. I gotta say that warmed my heart to see Clay on the bench. Clay had a very interesting press conference, guys, because the reporters asked him about the state of the country, and I thought he did a very good job of articulating his upbringing and how privileged he felt it was, and it was by having an NBA father for NBA dad, and living in really good situations. And he talked about, how that it's problematic that we're not doing enough. We got a long way to go, and that the NBA really, his experience in the NBA has really helped him have a better understanding about what many of us go through, and particularly many of us darker skinned family members. See, and I was happy to see that, because that needs to be spoken about.
I always respected Klay Thompson, because when he speaks, he speaks straight from the hip. There's no BS around. It's just Klay being Klay. And it's good for the NBA, because Klay Thompson, when healthy, is the best two-way player. Some say he's the best too. He's up there.
Well. At that 1, 2, 3 spot, he is.
Yes. and Steph Curry sure does mess him. He misses,
my
man.
Stars. Well, like a fat boy miss cake. Ooh.
Oh,
why you say that?
Hey, Coach Joe, I look. So Plumlee, the flea market deal that they
I love it, the flea market
because the Hornets don't want to pay for nothing.
Right.
15 minutes, 0 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds total. Assess this before. How do you think Mason Plumlee did last night?
Let me say this. I will say that he looked like Mason Plumlee, which really is saying nothing and saying something. This is the nothing it's saying. The nothing it's saying is that we ain't gonna see nothing that we ain't already seen over and over again. Nothing here to see. That's the nothing. The something is the fact that he's coming in, and I think he's an upgrade because from Lurch and Bismack. Because I turned on quickly not sidebar, just slide over the left family. Because I turned on the Portland game. That's what Lurch is, just in time to see him fumble the ball out of bounds and turn it over like he used to do with the Charlotte. So clearly he was an upgrade from them. The first beginning of the game, DJ. I don't know if you were listening then. There was a part time where he got the rebound and he tried to initiate the offense. And I said right away, no. I don't want you doing that. Find Melo and throw him the ball. The next play down, or a couple plays down, he tried to do the exact same thing again, and he turned it over. Okay, so I'll give him a C plus. Okay, but he is clearly not the answer for them at the center to me. For them to take the next step to be champions as a starter. He great backup. And I mean because Nick Richards, who Pope is a big fan of, really shouldn't be on the floor. He's not ready yet to even be on the floor in an NBA game. The only thing that he did well to me is that he didn't fall down.
Timber.
because last year he seemed like he was always falling down, tripping over his feet or something. So I'm glad he didn't fall down this time. Plumlee is. I'm okay with Plumlee because what Plumlee's going to bring to the table is what they need. So I'm okay with Plumlee. He's a sidebar, if you will. I do think they need to upgrade that, and I think that Gordon, by the end of the preseason, I think everybody will see from JB taking Gordon out first all the time, and his uneven play that he doesn't fit, and he's got to go. And I hope that means that they will package him with one other player and bring an upgrade in the center position. A real starter, somebody who Melo can throw hoops to and who can rim run and all that. So that's what I'm hoping.
Blood Dog, I get what you're saying. He is an upgrade from Lurch, but when you said about Bismack, great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just no more brick hand bigs.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm sure they could call, get exchange numbers, say, "Hey, how you doing? Everything's good." If you have none of that, and as for Tyrese Washington, PJ Washington,
yes, PJ.
He did his thing coming off the bench. I think that's a good role for him to come off the bench and be a spark plug. Mentally, he's going through things, and I feel it's best for the Hornets, and I think they're going to do this because they did it last night to keep PJ on that bench to provide just something there at the forward position, provided depth. Miles Bridges should have been a starter this whole time. That's not even a question. That starting lineup with Lamelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Hayward, Bridges, and Plumlee, they got to stick with that.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. 100%. I think that's the lineup. I got to give a shout out, family. I was so happy to see Book Knight play the way he played. I was really impressed with him. I mean, DJ, he was a third level score. He was a 3-level scorer last night.
Sure was.
I mean, comfortably. And so at 6'5" and can jump out the gym, and he can guard. He can guard. He ain't lost on defense. So I really was. There's a lot of good things. I was really happy with Miles's play. I love Miles's floor game. Miles looked good. So if the big three can round up and Charlotte to be Melo, Terry, and Miles, I think that's the way they got to go. They got to go that way.
And Sean Nichols says, "What more do you want from me?" I got $15,000 a month.
Right. Kai Jones to me obviously needs more time in the
G League.
In the G League, you know. Hey, DJ, you think Jello going to end up in the G League?
I'll say 40% chance.
40. Okay.
40.
I thought it was very interesting. Melo, to me, family, didn't become himself until to me, I didn't see the Melo that I wanted to see, body language and all, and his disposition until almost the end of that second quarter. Right. You know, to me, he looked like the pressure. I must admit, that's the first time since he's been in the NBA that Melo to me looked nervous at the beginning of the game. He looked nervous to me. And part of his nervousness was my frustration with also not being ready to come out on the floor and ready to play. He was fooling around with them trunks, DJ. Remember last year it was the shoes. Right. Remember? Now this year it's the damn trunks coming out. He was fiddling with them damn trunks. I mean, how hard is it to tie the drawstring on the trunks, Melo? but he was fooling with them trunks 2 or 3 minutes into the damn game. And that just cannot happen. Okay, you got to be more, have more focus on the details and come out ready to play. And so I didn't think his first couple of shots, to me, they looked like they were oh excuse me shots. Didn't look like he was ready to shoot the ball and was uh, moving to shoot the ball, you know, and the way he normally is. To me, it was the team deferring to him, and I thought that was interesting. They deferred to him because the ball swung, and it went and it got all the way back around to him. I didn't think it was going to get around to him. So he was efficient again, except from three, and that'll come. DJ, he was fiddling with that wrist, wasn't he? He was fiddling with that wrist, DJ. So I'm you know, I think he told me to shut up when he went to the basket that time when he went that right hand. Remember that right hand he went to the basket? And he didn't get the and one, but he jumped up off the floor quick enough, so he hit the ground. So I guess he's showing us that ain't nothing wrong with it. So it might be just one of them things is, you know, he still just ain't all the way in terms of the feeling everything back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he definitely shut me up because I was like, man, you need to come out with better energy than that, LaMelo. I'm a fan, but
thank you. I felt the same way, DJ. I felt the same way. Me and you was feeling the same way. Because we looking at to me, this is supposed to be similar to Derrick Rose's MVP year. See, because think about it. If Melo averages 25 to 30 a game, if he averages double figures assists, which is possible, obviously, all this is very possible, and 7 or 8 rebounds, and they make a 4th or 5th seed, he gonna have a really good chance to be in the MVP category. Talk. See,
and it's funny how Coach Joe. It's funny how we talk about what LaMelo could accomplish. They rule it out and say that's impossible. How is it impossible?
Well, Derrick Rose did it.
Right.
So it wasn't impossible. Derrick Rose did it. And it came out of nowhere. And we know how those of us that have been watching the MVP vote, we know that that's a popularity contest. And in a lot of ways, it's a contest of people who are new. See, the writers, they get tired of voting for the same people. So they're always looking for new storylines. See, the Joker was the new storyline last year. To see a center averaging as many assists he was in Joker playing point center. But I guarantee you, if Joker played point center this year, he ain't gonna get as many of them MVP votes because it's been there, done that. So I think that's a part of Melo's story as well, that he'll get some of that love. I think he'll get some of that love.
I think so too. And Thunder says I might be wrong, but it's preseason. I won't be too hard on LaMelo. I get what you're saying, but even though it's preseason, you have to put an example for your teammates. And since this is LaMelo's team, even he knows it. I'm sure behind closed doors, when he's talking with his teammates and coaches, he probably told them, you know what, I need to come out better than that.
And DJ, I'm going to piggyback on that. Is that Melo didn't play a full season last year, so I don't even want to hear nothing about no playing time. He ain't played 82 games yet in the NBA. Okay, just think of that. He ain't played a season yet. So you clearly you can't be talking about rest and all that stuff. None of that stuff. No, you need his ass needs to be out on the floor, playing, working out, and getting better, because he's at that stage in his career. You ain't LeBron or Carmelo. You're 3,500. What them dudes been in the league about 1,500 years? You ain't them dudes. You ain't them dudes. So that's what I'm on with them. I want to see them out there on the floor. They play Thursday. The next game they play is Thursday. They've got I just knew who they had. But anyway, Lonzo and them tonight, man. I'm looking for Lonzo tonight to. I'm looking for him to have at least 12. I'm looking for Lonzo to have at least 12 points,
Double
at
double.
least 5 or 6 assists, and at least by 4 rebounds. I think that'll be a nice little if he's assertive in that way. If he takes at least three threes and goes to the basket at least a couple times, at least 2 times. And I want to see his behind. Well, I ain't gonna see him at the free throw line because he ain't gonna go that much. But yeah, I want to see Lonzo I want to see him just look different in his body. That's what I want to see in his attitude. You know how we watch Lonzo playing? A lot of times he don't look like he having fun.
Yeah, man.
I,
We just Coach Joe. Before you got on, we just talked about all Lonzo needs is a good body language, good mental space. His weaknesses are all mental. We said that in the first 45 minutes of the show.
Yeah, well, y'all
Lonzo
hit it.
Ball is weak. His weakness is always himself.
Yep, it's always himself. You know, the frustration with Lonzo sometimes with me, DJ, is also now. I want you to tell me honestly. Tell me what you feel about this, DJ. To me, he's frustrating the way AD is frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
You feel this? You feel? Do you feel it too?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, like they're their own worst enemies. You know, I mean, when the Lakers first game, we streamed that game, family. Y'all remember? Or and AD was the only starter out there, you know, of any significance playing, and he looked horrible. He looked horrible to me, as clearly the best player on the floor. He looked horrible. He didn't look like the best player on the floor, and that's mental. Clearly, there's nothing physical going on with him. That's mental. See. So Lonzo, I want to see him get over these mental hurdles. And he said he felt wanted. He felt that this was the place for him to go to because he was wanted and they were going to let him play his game. So, God dang it, I want to see it from the jump. I want to see summer league Lonzo, summer league Lonzo from the Laker days, and some of UCLA Lonzo. I want to see some of that. And if I don't see some of that, I'm just gonna call it like it is, because this dude has got to take his career by the horns and want that next step, and that next step has to be putting in work and being confident, not being the Ozo. See, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. And somebody just put in the chat that Donovan said they're gonna play a lot. Is that true?
I didn't hear that,
Oh,
but
D
I wouldn't
Rose from
cry.
Chi-Town. What's up there, Chi-Town, homeboy? Oh, he said they're gonna play a lot. Okay, that's great news. Sean Bless said, I haven't been this excited to see Zoe play in a long time. We in agreement, Sean. You absolutely correct. I haven't been this excited to see him since I got my ass handed to me by some of my coaching buddies when I was talking so much shit about Zoe and how he was gonna do this and do that, and he made me eat all of them doggone words. Because he didn't do none of that. And on any consistent level.
They said the game is on TV. You know what I'm gonna do?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be on League Pass, and Pope had figured out a way for the team, for everybody to see it yesterday who don't have League Pass, and it had something to do with the NBA and
Coach Joe.
Yeah. Can you hear me? DJ. I can't hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. I missed a bit, but because I'm thinking about doing something a little different with this stream. For those
Okay.
who should know, we're going to be streaming the game tonight. Um, 4:50. 4:50. I sent the link on the chat. Also, hit the like button and share throughout all social media platforms. It's to help you guys out. It's to help engage in more conversation. This is raw truth. And let me read some more. Sean Bless said, the last time I was excited was when he played for the Lakers.
Facts. Facts.
Man, you ain't lying about that, bro.
DJ, question for you. The thing you put in the chat,
Right.
is that for them to be able to see the game?
No.
Okay,
Stuff with the flag.
because Pope found a stream yesterday that he put in the chat for a lot of people to see, like Sean Bless and stuff. He used it, and he found a way to from NBA TV. You go on your computer, and you go into WNBA.com/ and whatever the game is, because I think NBA.com I think are showing some of these preseason games. It's Pope. Are you still in the chat, Pope? Because Pope knows that what that thing would be. But you know what? This is the thing. Pope's gonna be on with us, right, DJ?
Yeah, Pope's gonna be
Yes.
on.
Okay. So for those who don't worry about it, because when we get on at 4:50, I'm sure Pope will come up with that stream again, another, the one similar to the one from yesterday, and we'll have it for you guys before it comes on. So don't worry if you come in at 4:50 or Pacific time, then the game's probably not going to be on until 5 or maybe 5 to 8 minutes after 5.
So
We
there's
should
a
have
way
plenty of
to
time to
show the
find it.
game on here, right?
Yes, that's what Pope showed them yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
But you got to go to NBA TV and some slashes and the teams and stuff. Because somebody had said if each home team is playing it on their app, free the preseason games. That's what I was told. So, but what you call them, work it out. I'm gonna tell y'all one of the problems I'm having with the Bulls situation is I'm looking at their starting five, and correct me if I'm wrong, DJ. I might be overstepping here a little bit, but I feel like the only person who's known to be a defender on any level is Lonzo.
Right.
So how do you get to? So are they going to outscore every people, and that's how they going get a good seed? Because I just don't see veterans like DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Vujacic all of a sudden turning into defenders. I don't see that. See, and that's problematic. See, because you got to play some defense, and I'm wondering who gonna be how they gonna. I mean, I know it's team. You got to do team defense, obviously. And rotate and play on the string and all that. So I think they can do that, but they got a lot of deficiencies on the defensive end, with these guys to me.
Man, we didn't even think about that. We were just so into the hoopla of the Bulls that even point out that Lonzo and Patrick Williams are the only two good defenders.
Facts.
And Caruso is a good defender.
Well, but if Lonzo's on the floor, he ain't gonna be on the floor.
True, that's the problem.
And he certainly, hopefully he won't be on the floor toward the end of the games. It'll be Zach and Lonzo in the backcourt. Hopefully. So maybe he'll be on the floor for DeMar. You know what I mean? And they playing three guards. He may end up doing that because then you got both Lonzo and Caruso who can guard. So, but I think that's going to be really, really something to watch. I'm going to be watching that very closely in this game at the other starters and see if I see a different commitment and a different body language from them defensively. Not that they're going to be in there locking down and playing, defense like they're in the playoffs. No, still preseason. But there's a way, you see a dude is trying instead of just going through the motions. I want to see the trying and not going through the motions.
No doubt.
See,
Me and Coach Joe and Pope, we're gonna be on that live stream, Cavs versus Bulls. Tune in, show love, and any last words, OG, before we roll out?
DJ, just want to say thank you so much for always being who you are, for giving of your time and your effort, because you do so much. Family, DJ does so much, and y'all know that as well. We need to just always give him his flowers and always let him know how much we appreciate the fact that he's willing to give of himself, because this isn't a job. You're not, there's no money coming through here that's paying nobody's bills like that.
Right.
So, so this is a love, and this is a love that DJ and I both look at as a calling from the Most High, for us to come into this platform and to share our love and for our people and our love for sports and life. And so I want to thank you so much, DJ, and I want to thank the family, all the familiar faces that I see here. You guys know who you are. I just want to say thank you so very much. We appreciate you so much. It would not be the same without you. So I want to leave us with the African term Ubuntu. Because of me, you are. Because of you, I am. We are one. And see you guys tonight. Blessings.
Blessings.
Thanks, DJ.
You too, man. I appreciate everyone. There's a link for today's stream, Chicago versus Cavs. Peace and love to everybody. This is the family. We're Raw Truth, and I'm out.